What's up, everyone? Welcome to the weekly update on Unlimited Vigilance. So, we had some big news going on this week. And just before we get started, I first of all want to say I know a lot of people are busy and a lot of people don't follow all the updates. So, I like doing these weekly updates to get everybody caught up and to kind of get an idea of what's going on in Star Wars Unlimited weekly. But also, it helps me to kind of keep up with everything that is going on with the game. So these weekly updates is a big help. So the first thing I wanted to start off with today was with the announcement of the qualifiers. We got sector qualifiers and we got regional qualifiers, which was done on the stream. The stream was on Wednesday for Fantasy Flight. And we have here in the news on the main page sectors and regionals of Season 0. With this, this is part of the organized play. Some of these are the tournaments that will lead to the Galactic Championship, as you see here. We have the grand competition, right? You have your planetary qualifiers, which are done by stores. And then you have your regional qualifiers and your sector qualifiers, which were the two that were announced this week. And a lot of details came out in terms of that. So this is the article that talks about Season 0 sector qualifiers, and you can see on your screen there the dates and the locations of where the sector qualifiers will be taking place. Hosted by this one has Star City Games and this one says hosted by Organized Play Events. So we have the US sector and the European sector. One in Denver, which is coming up April 5th, and one in Richmond, Virginia, April 26th to the 27th. So these are, the sector qualifiers are like little mini events. So for example, if we go here, the planetary qualifiers, those are qualifiers that are like kind of like the store level events. They're a little bit smaller. They're not big events. Usually, it depends on the store. They might host, I think maybe up to 100 people, I think, if the store can handle it. Some of my local stores here were doing like maybe 50, I think. But it depends on the people who sign up. The sector qualifiers, those are kind of like mid-level events. And as we saw here in the other tab, they're two-day events happening April 26th and 27th, April 5th, 6th. So here are the dates, which is pretty cool. And then the regional qualifiers, those are bigger events. Those were announced as well. And I think we do have updates here on that. So we'll just continue with the article. But these are the sector qualifiers. And it's exciting because, this is Season 0, the first time we're having sector qualifiers. And hopefully I'll be able to attend one of these. And we have pricing already on the Colorado one that we'll see here in a little bit. Some of the prizes that you'll get for participating in a sector qualifier are some of these things here. And they already had an article published on this a while back here on this article called Sectors and Regionals. And if you look through this article, you'll be able to see some of the prizes or some of the things you'll get like immediately just for signing up. You'll get this card here, you'll get a playmat, and we'll look at some of the things that already are listed for some of the things you'll get. But if you look at this article, you'll see some of the things you'll get as you sign up, right, in this article here. But we have a little bit more details of some of the other promos you'll be able to get. These are alt art promos. There's a bunch of game mats as well that you'll be able to get through the sectors. We have Han Solo, Chewbacca, Red 3, Agent Callus, and then Admiral Akbar. Some of the promos, alt art promos, you'll be able to get there. A lot of these you'll be able to get right at the door if you pay a certain price, and we'll see that there. And then a lot of interesting things were spoiled. So it says here we have beyond the prize wall. We're also excited to announce 2 additional prizes for the main tournament. First of these prizes is a paid flight to the Galactic Championship, if you qualify. And it says here the second one is the Leader Showcase Award. So It says here, at each sector qualifier within the top 64, the top ranked player for each leader at the end of the event will receive a showcase variant of their leader card. So top 64 players will be able to get a showcase of their leader that basically ranked the highest. So if you're playing a leader that usually doesn't rank high because of the meta, if you're one of the highest rankings in the top 64 for like Grievous or Andor, or I don't know, even Finn, if you play Finn, if you're one of those top 64, top decks, you'll be able to get a showcase of that leader, which is nice because it adds a little bit of variety, and it challenges players to see how far they can get with the leader. So it's nice to have that option. And then it says here, this includes showcase variants of Luke Skywalker of Spark of Rebellion and Darth Vader of Spark of Rebellion. Those are the two showcases we have not seen yet for a leader, and they were spoiled here this week during the stream, and we'll be able to see. I'll just pull it up right now. So we have the Luke Skywalker showcase, which is right there. It looks nice. And then we have the Darth Vader one. I think it's this way. There you go. The Darth Vader showcase. So basically they're in Cloud City. That's seen in Empire Strikes Back in Cloud City. And it's funny, like, because once I saw this, I was like, I gotta find a way to stitch them because they must connect. They have to connect. Well, there was another player that I was playing with the other day, and he already stitched it. He tried to see if it matched, but it doesn't match. It looks like it matches, but I don't know. I have a feeling that we were brainstorming and thinking there has to be a way or some things in the middle in between these showcases that connect them. There has to be something in the middle. It might be a base. I don't know. But we were definitely going back and forth and trying to see if these were actually matched. But these are the showcases for Luke and Skywalker. These are the showcase that you'll be able to get during the sector qualifier as a prize if you are one of those top 64. And you'll be able to get these as well, I think, in other tournaments also. So, and then we have here the regional qualifiers. So the regional qualifiers were also announced, and these are going to be taking place in Minneapolis, which is a 2-day event, May 24th and 25th, and Lille, France. Is it Lily or Lily? Lille? I don't know. France, May 3rd and 4th. So these are the regionals, and these are some of the prizes that they announced that will be available. And as you can see, there's a lot of alt art, right? And then we have sleeves. These are top 3 things here on top of the promo cards. So the promo cards are Natural Life, Fet's Fire Spray, Kit Fisto, Count Dooku, and Mandalorian armor. On top of that, we have sleeves, Ahsoka and Plo Koon. But also, we got spoiled another piece of art, which is the Super Star Destroyer. The Super Star Destroyer is coming. It has not been spoiled yet, but this confirms that we'll definitely have a Super Star Destroyer unit card for space. And then we have alt art for the Fet's Fire Spray, chasing the Millennium Falcon, and then there's a bunch of other mats back there. So for regionals, these are some of the prizes you'll be able to get, or some of the things you'll be able to get right for signing up, and some of the details here. We got more art that we'll definitely see on a card, most likely. Right, so those are the news for the sectors and the regionals, and this was the article here for the last one. And then on the same website, we already have a sector qualifier details for Denver, which is April 5th and 6th. And if you click on that learn more, we have more information on the sector qualifier. So these are a lot of the details here that you'll be able to see. So let me just put up here the browser and get my face out the way. So the main event schedule, you got Saturday, April 5th, starting at 10 a.m. You got 9 rounds of Swiss. All players with 7 match wins or more advance to day 2. And then on Sunday, sector qualified day 2 begins at 9 Swiss rounds, depending on attendance. And then if you look at here at the prize information, you have a little table of what to expect when you place a different rank. So last place, 33rd to 64th place, the last 30 people will get 6 booster packs for jump to light speed. And then you can see there, once you start ranking up in those, 17th to 32nd, 12 booster packs, 9 to 16th, 24 booster packs. If you're the top 8 players, you're gonna walk away with some nice prizes. So 5 to 8, you'll get 48 booster packs, an invitation to day 2 of the Galactic Championship, Kylo Ren top 8 promo card, and the Black One top 8 game mat, which is this one here. That's the game mat you'll get for top 8. And then as you go up into the prizes, 3rd and 4th will get 72 booster packs, along with the same. We get the top 4 Kylo Ren promo and the top 4 Black One game mat. 2nd place, 96 booster packs. You'll get finalist medal, the Black One finalist game mat, the Kylo Ren finalist promo card, and then you'll get the invitation to Galactic Championship as well, which is in Vegas. And then 1st place, you get 96 booster packs as well, just like 2nd place, invitations to Galactic Championship. Then you get the champion promo card for Kylo, champion sector qualifier medal, and champion Black One game mat. So you want to try to get that 1st place, right, which will be extremely difficult to do. And then we have a lot of details on the pricing. So we have details here on the if you're doing the sector qualifier, if you're gonna do the basic entry, that's gonna be $60. $60 gets you the entry to the qualifier, and then you get the Obi-Wan Kenobi promo card, Medal Initiative token, which is new thing for Star Wars Unlimited, sector qualifier tote bag, and a Poe Dameron game mat. And we don't know what the game mat looks like yet. I don't think we've seen that yet. But if you do the VIP entry, you get everything already mentioned. Plus, you get to have a Scrambled Fighters game mat, another game mat, a Heroic Aspect pin, Admiral Akbar promotional card, Red 3 promo card, Han Solo promo card, Chewbacca, and Agent Kallus. So if you do the VIP, you'll be able to get these here, those promo cards once you walk in, or once you pay for the VIP. So yeah, we have those details there, and you get a tote bag and some pretty cool things. I have some of the pins for Star Wars Unlimited. I don't have them accessible, but because of PAX Unlimited, I was able to get 2 pins, an aggression pin and a villainy pin, and they're pretty cool to have. So if you collect all the pins, that's a nice little treat to get, right? So those are the main details for the qualifiers. And again, if you're trying to get to the Galactic Championship, you have to qualify through one of these means: planetary qualifier, sector qualifier, or regional qualifier, and it'll get you to that Galactic Championship. So if you're into competitive play, that's the way to do it. And there are a lot of prizes, a lot of goodies to get. So if you're a collector, that's gonna be hard to do, to collect everything. You might have to do secondary market or trade with people, whatever you got to do. But if you're not a collector, then it's okay. You can still play the game and not necessarily have the special shiny cards. But it's cool to get those prizes, right? And I'm saying, if you're winning, top 8, 48 booster packs, that's already 2 boxes of cards, right? So even if you get top 8, that's still a nice little package there, and it basically kind of pays for itself, since you are paying either $60 or $125. What is it? 125 or 60, depending. So you still want to try to get at least maybe 9th and 16th place to get a box worth of packs, to make it, I guess, not worth it. But we're going for the experience, going to play, meet new people, trade. So actually, before I skip through this is the event schedule. This was also something I wanted to mention. So if you're going to attend in Colorado, you already have the schedule up for the events. You have Saturday, you're starting at 10 a.m. Sector Qualifier Premier Constructed, and you have all these other events that you can participate in. Premier Constructed, Jump to Lightspeed Sealed, you got 2 of those you can do during that day. And then you have On-Demand Jump to Lightspeed Booster Draft during the day. So yeah, you have a lot of events to do or to participate, which is nice. Yeah, and it's going to be just a whole day, a full day of just Star Wars Unlimited. On Sunday, something similar. You also have Twin Suns, you have Constructed, you have Sealed. Yeah, so if you're going to go to one of these events, you are definitely dedicating your weekend, your time to Star Wars Unlimited. And I've never attended any event like this. I'm looking forward to attending one. Hopefully I'll be able to go to one of these sector qualifiers. Regionals, I'm not sure. It's a little bit more out of reach for me. The regionals, they announced that was going to be in Minneapolis or France. So it's a little bit more difficult to get to those places. But yeah, it'd be nice to get to a sector. Anyways, so those were the updates for the stream, the weekly stream for Final Fantasy. So let's do our reveals. We had a lot of spoilers this week, but actually probably less than other weeks, but we do have quite a bit and a lot of exciting spoilers this week. And we got revealed 2 leaders. So let's start with our first leader revealed, Darth Vader and Luke. Spoiler alert. Anyways, Darth Vader. This is our 3rd Darth Vader, our 2nd leader Darth Vader. We have 1 unit Darth Vader already. This is Darth Vader, Victor Squadron Leader. Victor Squadron Leader. I didn't realize that that squadron was called Victor Squadron. I'm learning that now. You know, I like having or learning new trivia from Star Wars. So with this Darth Vader, it is a command villainy. The first Vader was aggression villainy. This is a command. He's taking command, right, of the squad. His action is, if you exhaust this leader, if you attacked with a non-token vehicle unit this phase, create a fighter token. It won't cost you anything. If you didn't attack with a token, because you know we're gonna get TIE Fighter tokens. So any other vehicle that you attacked with, you could exhaust him and get a TIE Fighter. He flips over at 6. You can see that here. He flips over at 6. So at round 5, he'll flip over. If you put him out as a ground unit, he's a 5/6. The previous Vader, I forgot the stats. Yeah, so looking at the previous Vader was or the first Vader leader was a 5/8. He came out as a 5/8, and now we're looking at a 5/6. So he and the first leader had an on-attack ability. This new leader does not have an on-attack ability, but he's also has less defense, right, on him. But if you put him as a pilot, that's the idea here, right? You want to kind of put him as a pilot. Oof, his stats are pretty big. First of all, when you deploy it as a pilot, you're going to create 2 TIE Fighters immediately. 2 TIE Fighters, and then whatever ship you're going to put him on, it's a 5/5 buff. That's pretty strong. It's very heavy, right, on any vehicle. And we're going to see here some of the vehicles that were spoiled where you can put Vader on. But yeah, you know, Vader's strong, and then this will be strong as well. And just creating more TIE Fighters, for him it's great because he's the Victor Squadron leader. The next one was Luke Skywalker. His counterpart, his enemy, right? This is the one that's gonna counter Vader in this set. Luke Skywalker, Hero Yavin. That Luke Skywalker looks optimistic. He looks happy. You know, and when he was in the Battle of Yavin, he was ready to go, anxious, right? So he is an aggression heroism. which is the opposite of Vader, because Vader is command. Luke is going to be aggressive. He's eager to bring down the Empire, right? So he's going to be aggressive, and he's young. Usually, when you're eager and young, you're more aggressive and you're ready to get going and just get it done. This Luke, if you exhaust him, if you attacked with a fighter unit this phase, deal 1 damage to a unit. And I'm pretty sure that the X-Wing tokens aren't going to be fighters. So even if you attack with any fighter, you could deal 1 damage to a unit. You just have to exhaust them. It's not going to cost you anything. And that's the aggression part, right? That you're just going to be doing damage as much as possible. On his flip side, he's going to flip over on 6. And he has a 5/6, which is the same stat line as Vader, as the Vader leader we just saw. He's a 5/6 on the ground, but then you can put him as an upgrade on a ship, and it says this upgrade can't be defeated by enemy card abilities. So this is the first upgrade we see that confiscate won't work. I think the Fang Fighter, if that's what it was, defeat an upgrade, that won't work. Power failure won't work. You cannot remove this upgrade with card abilities. And a lot of people were worried, right, about those cards that can just remove upgrades. Well, Luke won't have to worry about that. You're gonna have to attack him just directly. So not even Super Laser Blast, can't be defeated by enemy card abilities. Very interesting. So attached unit is a leader unit. If it's a fighter, it gains on attack. You may deal 3 damage to a unit. So, man, how powerful is that? How aggressive is that? If you're gonna put this on the ship that we're gonna see here in a little bit, Luke's, you're already buffing 4/5. It's 1 less than Darth Vader. It's a 4/5, but essentially you're dealing 7 damage to something, because the on attack ability you can do before attacking. So you can give 3 damage to something, clear it, and then hit 4 plus whatever your fighter is to something. Pretty strong. Luke Skywalker is pretty strong. This leader I think it's going to be one of those meta leaders, definitely, in this set, because Luke Skywalker is very aggressive, and the fact that you can't defeat him with enemy card abilities, yeah, that's going to be a tough one. Obviously, with Vader, you're producing more units to get out there, trying to defeat Luke and try to swarm him as much as possible. But with Luke, he's going to hit strong. He's going to be dealing 3 damage to a unit, so no matter what TIE fighters are out there, he's going to be picking them off, Yeah, so 2 great leaders that were showcased or released this week. Looking forward to making a deck for each one of those, honestly. But yeah, and then we're spoiling more. Data Vault. The Data Vault is a rare base, another rare base that was revealed. This is the 3rd one, I think. I don't remember. It might be the 3rd one. I think there's a yellow, a cunning base rare that has not been revealed yet, I think. Anyways, this is Scarif, the Data Vault on Scarif. Your minimum deck size is increased by 10. And you have a 33 hit point base. So a little bit more defense on this one, but now your deck size is increased by 10. What is that, 20% more cards? If you're needing to find cards quickly, this won't be it. You're adding 10 cards to your pool, so it's going to be harder to pull those cards that you need. But with command, maybe you'll be able to, with command and vigilance, maybe you'll be able to kind of control the board a little bit more. You have restore or resupply to ramp. This is going to be interesting. This is the opposite of the other one where you have a deck size of 45 on the aggression side. On the command side, you have 10 more cards. So yeah, it gives you more options. Definitely gives you more options to to be able to build a good deck, I guess. But you have more power, more HP, so you'll be able to withstand just a little bit longer with this base. Next, we got Interceptor Ace. We have Interceptor Ace, which is a generic pilot. Cool looking suit there. I love the pose of this art. We're standing right in front of a TIE fighter, which is cool. I love it. It is a 2/3 on the ground with grit, right? But if you put him as a pilot, you want him as a pilot. It's the same stats: 2/3, attack for 2, defend for 3, and he has grit as well. So he'll have grit, and yeah, I mean it's okay. It's a 2/3. I mean, obviously, if you're putting him on ships, it's gonna buff him up. So this is a pretty it's a common card. So we have this Interceptor Ace, which will be easy to draw. You know, and you could put him on ships. Just put them on, right? And it's not a unique, so you could put as many Interceptor Ace as possible. Maybe you put them on an Interceptor, right? That's red. Then we have the Iden Versio unit. We already have a leader from set 1, and we have the unit card here, and she comes shielded. If you put her down on the ground, it's a 4/3 shielded unit, which is pretty strong, right? When you put her on as a pilot, give a shield token to that unit. So you're gonna come in shielded on the ship, or either yourself. You're gonna get that shield, which is nice. It's actually quite strong to get a shield. It's a good defense, and she'll give a 3/3 buff to that ship. I think what was that book? I forgot what the book she was in. That was, she was interesting reading about her. But anyway, she's a rare card, so you won't find her that easy. But that's Iden Versio unit card. Then we have Corvus, which is also a unique card. It's a 5-cost capital ship for Imperials. If you notice, there's a lot of blues being revealed this week. With this ship, it's a 4/5 ship. Attack for 4, defend for 5. You have Restore 2. And then when played, you may attach a friendly pilot unit or upgrade to this unit. Defeat all upgrades on that pilot and remove all damage from it. Interesting. So I haven't seen this writing yet. Okay, so you may attach a friendly pilot unit or upgrade to this unit. Defeat all upgrades on that pilot and remove all damage from it. Sorry, I'm thinking here. This is the first time I'm reading this card, so it's not I haven't had time to think about it. But yeah, so you're attaching a friendly pilot. Okay. So you're moving pilots around. That's what it seems like, right? You're removing a pilot from one card and putting it on this card. Defeat all upgrades on that pilot and remove all damage from it. Okay. So you're transferring ships. That's what it looks like. That's what it sounds like. Might be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. But essentially, you're transferring a pilot from one ship to another. That's interesting. It's a nice way to save a pilot, right? If you know he's about to die. But yeah, this is a rare card, Corvus. So that's not bad. You want to have a pilot out already. Hopefully, you'll be able to have some pilot out there, or else that run plate ability is useless. But that's an interesting way to kind of save a pilot if you know that it's about to get destroyed. Cool art too. I don't think I've seen that ship before. Is that one of those raiders? Is that a raider? Looks cool though. Then we have You're All Clear Kid, which is an event, 2-cost event for heroism vigilance. Defeat an enemy space unit with 3 or less remaining HP. If you do, and an opponent controls no space units, you may give an experience token to a unit. So if you're able to get something cleared out in space, do the last one, right? You're all clear, kid. Let's blow this thing and go home. And the artwork captures that moment in A New Hope, right? It's very interesting. So yeah, definitely, if you're gonna clear something up and they have no more space units, just give an experience token to that unit, then he's ready to attack buffed. So 2 costs, not a bad way to kind kind of give an experience and clear something up. Now it's go back to the Victor squad. We have Wingman Victor 2, Mauler Mythal. I'm bringing back to my X-Wing days. Mauler Mythal will be Darth Vader's wingman 2. That's the second wingman. One of the wingmans. It's a 2-cost pilot or 2-cost ground unit with 3/2 on attack on the ground. If you're going to put it as a pilot, when played as an upgrade, create a TIE Fighter token. So imagine you have Vader creating TIE Fighters, you have Wingman Victor 2 creating a TIE Fighter token, and you buff up something, right? For 2-cost, it's a cheap pilot, and you get another token. So you're going to be swarming the space arena pretty quick with your Victor squad, right? So yeah, that's one of them there. And then we have another one spoiled, which we're going to get to soon. But we have Victor Leader, Vader's ship, right? The advanced TIE Fighter. This is Vader's ship, basically. Cool art. The artwork is awesome. Shows some good movement there. It's a 3-cost space unit and command villainy with 2 attack and 4 health. 2 attack and 4 health. It's a low statted ship, right? I think the advanced TIE Fighter, let's go look it up. So the advanced TIE that we got from set 1, you're looking at a 3/2 stat line, which is the same ship as Vader's, but for some reason it has lower stats. So if we go back to that one, it's a 2/4. Each other friendly space unit gets +1/+1. So you definitely want this out if you're going to be playing Vader with the Victor squad, creating TIE Fighter tokens, because you're buffing all of them. +1/+1. I think they're 1/1s on the TIE Fighter tokens, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this is a rare card. Now, if you put Vader on this card, so you're putting Vader Leader as a pilot, you're going to be giving Victor Leader +5/+5, and that's strong. So if we go back, putting Darth Vader on his ship, it's going to be a 7/9, a 7/9 space unit, which is pretty powerful, and you're buffing everybody up. And then when you deploy him, you create 2 TIE Fighter tokens, and then yeah, basically you have a 7/9 fighter with 2 TIE Fighter tokens that are buffed already immediately. So pretty cool, right? So Victor Leadership is low statted, but you're gonna make it strong once you put Vader on there, and that's the goal. Then we have Wingman Victor 3. This is his other leader, number 3, Backstabber. I haven't heard of Backstabber, but he's a little bit more powerful. What was Wing Leader 2? He costed 2. Wing Leader or Wingman Victor 3 costs 3, so he's cost 1 more, but he's a 4/3. He's a little bit more aggressive, right? He's a Backstabber. If you put him as a pilot, it'll cost you 1. When played as an upgrade, you may give an experience token to another unit. Alright, so if you're going to be using Vader, yeah, you can give an experience token to him. Or you can buff Wingman Victor 2 if you wanted to. If he's out there, give him a buff. Make him a 4/3 also. You know, make him equal. So he will add the same stats as Wing 2, right? +1/+1. So he'll give a +1/+1 to a ship. So if it's going to be a TIE Fighter, it could be the stats of a TIE Fighter plus your 1/1, and then now that's a question. I wonder. No, you can't put upgrades on tokens. Yeah, I don't think so, right? No, I don't think so. But if it's a fighter, maybe you can put Upgrades on tokens. Sorry, I just kind of clicked in my mind. Okay. Anyways, this is Backstabber. We have another part of the Victor Squadron. Then we have this one cost unit, Masasi Tactical Officer. He's an aggressive heroism rebel. It attacks for nothing, but has 4 health. So kind of like the senators, right, from set 3 officials. Also, if you exhaust him as an action, attack with a fighter unit gets +2 for this attack. So we've seen that before with another unit. I forgot what it was, but this is a pretty similar to another one. I don't want to say basic, but we've seen this attack or this maneuver before, and this is a common. Then we have Biggs Darklighter. I love the artwork on Biggs Darklighter. It's just the symmetry, the balance in that artwork is nice. In hyperspace, this will look cool, I'm pretty sure. Biggs, which is Luke's friend, right? He's going to be deployed on the ground. It's going to cost you 3 as a 3/4 unit. But as a pilot, he has these interesting abilities. So if you're going to put him as a pilot, you could attach him to a fighter, transporter, speeder, right? If it's a fighter, it gets overwhelm. Transport, it gets a buff on the defense, +1. And if it's attached to a speeder, it gets grit. And he does 2/1 on the buff, 2 attack and 1 defense on whatever unit you're going to play it on. So Big's interesting rebel pilot, also very aggressive, right? If you're going to put it on a fighter, has overwhelm, so it's going to be +2. Yeah, so not high stats, but it could make a difference. But for 3, it's cool. That artwork, love it. And then we have Red 5. Red 5 Luke, right? It's a 3 cost aggression heroism. On attack, you may deal 2 damage to a damaged unit. So if we look up Luke, you want to put Luke on Red 5. That's the idea, right? So let's get the Luke unit here. If you're going to put Luke on Red 5 as a pilot, now that ship is going to be a 7/9, which is the exact same stats as Darth Vader. But instead of creating tokens or buffing your units, you're going to be dealing damage to damaged units. You're going to try to bring them down as fast as possible, those units. So Luke on Red 5, yeah, you want it. And it says here, obviously with Luke, if it's a fighter, it gains on attack, you may deal 3 damage to a unit. So that's pretty strong, because look, not only are you going to be doing the pilot ability, right, you're going to be getting 2 on attack abilities. On attack from Luke, deal 3 damage to a unit. It doesn't have to be damaged. Okay, so you damage a unit with a 3, and then you could do the on attack on the Red 5, deal 2 damage to a damaged unit. That's already 5. And then let's just say you want to finish him off with your attack of 3. Yeah, you're dealing 8 to damage to a unit in one swing. Yeah, that's you get 2 attack abilities if you put Luke on this, which is not bad. Pretty strong, pretty aggressive. And then it gets even more aggressive with some other cards that were spoiled. This one, I don't have to keep saying others, it's this one. This is the other one. It's a 1 cost event, Trench Run. Aggression, heroism, attack with a fighter unit. Okay. For this attack, it gets +4. So, if you're going to do the Red 3 thing, or Red 5, sorry, with Luke, you could also do the Trench Run event. Put 4 more damage on that attack you're doing, and it says here, on top of the buff, you're going to do the on attack, a 3rd on attack. Why not? Why not? Discard 2 cards from the defending player's deck. Deal unpreventable damage equal to the difference in the discarded cards cost to this unit. So you're going to take 2 cards, discard them. If it's a 5 and a 3 cost, you take the difference, 2 unpreventable damage to anything, unpreventable damage. So yeah, you're dealing more damage. It's aggressive. Luke is aggressive. His fighters are aggressive. They want to get rid of, you know, the Death Star. Even though the Death Star is not yet in the game yet, right? We don't know yet. But this is a rare event, and it's a strong event because you're getting the buff and you're getting unpreventable damage. So for one cost, ooh, that's pretty aggressive, and I love it. Yeah, and the art, of course. I mean, look at that artwork. This in hyperspace will look amazing. Just I can't wait to see. No black border. I want to see the whole thing. Ignacio Lascano, right? I want to see if he posts his full art on Instagram or something, because definitely want to see that. Then we have another one cost event for Cunning Villainy. I Have You Now. Attack with a vehicle unit. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to it during this attack. So just attack and don't worry about getting attacked. You're good. You know, get something off real quick. It's a pretty self-explanatory event here. Also pretty simple artwork. We already know where that comes from, right? So that's a straightforward event. Then we have Han Solo. Han Solo is a ground unit or a pilot. If you're going to put him on the ground, it gets a 4/5, 4 in attack, 5 defense with ambush. So you'll be able to ambush, you know, just like the Han Solo units that we have already. Less attack, obviously. You can also pull him as a pilot. It says you may attack with an attached unit. It says when played as an upgrade, you may attack with attached unit. If it's the Millennium Falcon, it deals its combat damage before the defender. So you're doing something similar to what the Han Solo unit did, but now with the Millennium Falcon in space, and it gets a +2, +3 for the attack. So yeah, it's a nice way to ambush. And this is a legendary card. The last Han Solo unit card was rare. This is a legendary. I think this might be the first legendary that we get spoiled this set, right? Uncommon, rares. Yeah, I think that was the first legendary. Cool. Then we have the Radiant. Nope, not that one. Radiant. Nope, not that one. This one. Sorry, spoiler alert. Radiant 7. A cunning ship. For 7 costs, it does 5 attack and 6 defense. Each enemy non-leader unit gets -1 for each damage on it. So it's gonna, my friend called it the anti-grit card. Stealing his words. It's the anti-grit. So if you have units that have grit, yeah, it's gonna remove all that buff basically on the unit. But when played, deal 5 indirect damage to a player. So you're coming in with 5 damage already in, so that's why it costs 7, and you're hurting those great units that are out. And also any capital ships that have a lot of buff and have damage, you're basically bringing their attack down to almost nothing, right? So interesting ship. Not sure if it's going to get gameplay, but this is another legendary card for this set. For a legendary, maybe the artwork could have been a little bit nicer. I don't know. Seems kind of small for that window, right? In my opinion, the hyperspace is just going to be all dark, right, all around. I don't know. Maybe I could have. I don't know. The artwork could have been a little bit more zoomed in. I feel. I don't know. It feels kind of far, in my opinion. But this is a legendary, second one. Then we have the 10/4, Fleeing the Empire. It's a heroism 7 cost unit, has 5 attack, 7 damage. This is a iconic scene from A New Hope, right? This is the way all of us were introduced to Star Wars, with this scene here. Rebel vehicle, capital ship. It is a Sentinel. When you play it, you're going to create an X-Wing token. I think X-Wings are 2/2s when it comes to attack defense. But anyways, it's a Sentinel in space for 7. Seems kind of pricey for 7. I don't know, but it is Sentinel, so it probably will be good to help out, right? It is 7 defense, which is kind of nice. But yeah, 7 cost is a little pricey, I think. And then we already saw the showcases here for Luke and Vader, right? And that's it. Those are all the cards. So we had a good number of spoilers here. a lot of exciting things, especially with Vader and Luke, Victor Squadron. You know, all that stuff is exciting, and just the showcases. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff this week. All right, so to end the video, let's do what we normally do: open up some packs. Let's open up some Shadows of the Galaxy packs this week, and you know, maybe we'll get another, what's it called, the my gosh, Darksaber. I get the brain farts. You know, talking for an hour is not easy for me. It's been 45 minutes already, so it's a little hard to kind of keep the thoughts going, right? Because I normally don't talk this much. But anyways, we have our commons here: Criminal Muscle, Hunter of the Haxian Brood. No hyperspaces in this pack. Then we have Embo, an uncommon. Bravado, Enticing Reward, and then our rare legendary could be a rare Ifont Mon. Haven't played him. And then we have a rare foil Migs Mayfield. Nice. Alright. Nothing too spectacular there. Definitely want the give me another Darksaber. Let's see what we get. Cad Bane Leader, Navarro City, Outlaw Corona, Nima Outpost, Guavian Foundling, Adelphi Patrol Wing, Covetous Rivals, Street Gang Recruiter, and then Frontier Trader, and then look the other way. No hyperspace commons in this pack either. Freetown Backup, which is a nice little card to have in your rebels. You get that +2 on attack to other friendly units. Another good card, Concord Dine Interceptors, good sentinel to have with Ray too, for example. Dengar, and then we have a legendary, ooh, nice legendary Mandalorian. Haven't done a Mandalorian deck. I haven't been able to create one yet. Then we have a Cartel Turncoat. Kind of hard, you know, with upgrade removal. It's kind of hard to do a Mandalorian deck because you want to do a lot of upgrades, but one day. No showcases in these packs, but we have Gar Saxon, Mascanada's Castle, Desperado Fighter. I'll go through our comments here. Gamorrean Retainer, Covert Strength, Cloud Rider, Surprise Strike, Underworld Thug. A new adventure is our uncommons now. Echo, Unexpected Escape, and then what do we have down here? Ooh, nice. We have another legendary, but it's not the Darksaber. I see red. Kylo Ren. Nice. 2 legendaries in these packs. Yeah, that doesn't happen that often, right? Then we have an uncommon, a new adventure. That looks a little damaged on top there, but yeah, these are the pulls here. How cool is that? 2 legendaries in 2 packs. That's not common, not easy to get that right. And I haven't played with either of these legendaries. That's not good. I need to play with these. Kind of make a deck with Kylo. It's kind of hard making a deck with Kylo too. But anyways, that's the video for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate that very much. I hope these weekly updates are helpful for everyone. I know I probably ramble a lot, but whatever. It's all good. But I do it for me, for you guys, you know, try to get everybody caught up. And I appreciate everyone watching to the end. And I appreciate everybody who subscribes, you know, and supports me. But anyways, thanks for watching, and until the next one.